again at this Arnold Classic, and we say the same thing. He needs more size. Would you advise him?
What's up guys and welcome. You're watching Fast Fitness. So let's start this video with the big news as Bodybuilding announces that the winner of Detroit Pro Men's Open Bodybuilding Division, he will get a check of 25 grand, making it one of the biggest shows of the IFBB calendar year in terms of prize money. Now Detroit Pro is scheduled just 1 week after Arnold Classic South America, which is gonna be in April, and less than 4 weeks after the Arnold Classic UK. So will Hadi or Samson consider doing this show as well? Because they're so damn close. Well, I have to say that is highly unlikely, because their ultimate goal is to win the Olympia, which is gonna be happening in October this year rather than November. So they are gonna have one less month than last year of the off-season. And both these guys know that Derek has been using all this time since the Olympia, improving all his big points. So as of right now, Martin Fitzwater has confirmed his attendance. Justin Rodriguez also reposted this on his story, so he's also in. Muhammad Choopan, as confirmed by Bodybuilding, is also doing this show. And with this announcement of the prize money, I am very certain guys like Tonio Burton, who has confirmed his attendance at the New York Pro, that is scheduled 4 weeks after Detroit Pro. I think he will consider doing it as well. So what about guys like Rafael who is doing the Arnold Brazil? So let me tell you guys, judging by the response he gave on the Muscle and Fitness podcast, this show is already on his radar.
The show in Detroit. You know,
Detroit was a good show, right?
In April, yeah, that's right after.
Is it April?
I think it's.
So there is this another guy who goes by the name of Sergio Oliva Jr., who has been training like a true maniac with the legendary years himself. So he's also gonna have to do some show eventually. And he has been in prep for quite some time now, and from his last update, it seemed like he's gonna be competing sooner than we all expected. So he could very well be another name who could jump into Detroit Pro. So overall, I think this is gonna be one hell of a show. Also considering the fact that this is the first time this show is scheduled in the IFBB calendar year. So I'm sure Bodybuilding and the organizers are going to make sure that this is a good one.
Would you advise him to hold back on the supplements and drop down and give Classic a chance?
So next up is an update from Rafael, showing his quads less than 2 weeks out of this year's Arnold. So he's gonna be on the money for this show conditioning wise. He was very good during his last contest, that was the Olympia 2022, especially in terms of how lean he was. And with the thickness that has been added in this off-season, he is one of the most dangerous guy in this lineup, after Hadi Choopan and Samson Dauda of course. So it is really unbelievable that a guy who was weighing 290 plus pounds during the off-season, King Kamali made this suggestion that if things don't go as planned for Rafael at the Arnold Classic, he could try giving Classic physique a try. I have to say that is ridiculous.
No, that's like you asking a guy to have a penis reduction surgery. You know what I mean? You know, come on.
So just to freshen up your memory, King Kamali is the same guy who suggested Patrick Moore to drop weight and do Classic physique instead of men's open bodybuilding. And he is also that guy who had Big Ramy winning the Olympia 2022 after prejudging. So as a bodybuilding fan, I can't even comprehend how he made sense out of all of this. How he came about this idea that Rafael can somehow make Classic physique weight cut off, dropping a tons of muscle and be more successful in that division. I mean, Rafael probably gonna have to cut off one of his legs to make the weight. On top of that, he was top 10 at his Olympia debut. And that was a far better lineup compared to what we had in 2023. So he already had success in the men's open class. So no matter where burned out places, there is just no way he can do Classic. Please do let me know if you guys agree. We have an update from another Brazilian, Tonio, who is getting ready to defend his Arnold Classic title in 10 days. So that chiseled face and those cheekbones just says it all. His skin looks super thin, and we expect to see a better, more shredded version of Ramon than what we saw at the Olympia. We saw the same trend from him last year as well, when he just stayed on the plan after the Olympia till the Arnold, and his conditioning at that show was even more impressive. He looked more shredded at the Arnold Classic compared to the Olympia 2022. So we just discussed open guys dropping weight and doing Classic physique. And there is this example of Tonio who is in the 4th year of his professional career. And now even with that bump in the weight cap, his biggest concern is not eating too much food, or he won't be able to make his weight cap. So based on how great Ramon looked at this past Mr. Olympia, and how hard he pushed Chris Bumstead, he's probably gonna win his second Arnold Classic title. And the likelihood of him losing this show, that are very minimal. Unless he comes in really off. So hit the thumbs up button if you liked the video, and smash the subscribe button if you wanna come back for more. Thanks for watching.